Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to do something a little bit different, and a lot's been going on in the comic and the movie and the TV world, and it's a lot to type. So I wanted to start a new thing where just do like these short videos about things that happened over the last week or two, and things that I've got to do and got to accomplish that has to do obviously with the comic community. So first things first, in the music, in the movie media content. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is the movie Sinners. If you guys have not seen the movie Sinners, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So I went opening weekend with my brother. My local theater, for some reason, is doing renovations to their IMAX, and I'm tight about it because I bought the Regal Pass for this summer. So they better hurry up on those renovations. But anyway, went all the way to Jersey with my brother. He lives in Jersey. Saw it at IMAX. I told him, I said, listen, I want to go see Sinners. Are you down? He's like, yeah. I'm like, cool, but we got to go IMAX. He's like, bet, got you. We'll go here. Ended up doing that, and wow, guys, amazing. So definitely go check that out. I don't want to talk too much about it or give too many spoilers, but it's definitely worth the IMAX price. It's beautiful. The movie is gorgeous. The acting is superb. The movie and the directing is mwah. It's probably going to be talked about as one of the best movies this year for sure. Um, Next, the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts just came out. So I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit tight about Marvel spoiling their own um, movie. That's crazy work to me. I mean, you didn't even give us a whole weekend. I saw that movie on Monday after work, and it was already promoted as um, what it was, changed to the name of the movie. So I won't I won't spoil it here. I almost spoiled it, but I won't do that here. But it's still crazy to me that it didn't even last a week. That's insane. But the movie itself was fire. Going into it, I was like, how are they going to beat Sentry and the Void? It just didn't make much sense to me. I wasn't sure if he was gonna be the big bad of the movie, because how do you beat someone who's powerful like that? But the Earth's Mightiest Heroes Discord. Um, we recently read the Sentry storyline, and you can kind of tell that they wanted to go with the inner fight. You're fighting yourself type of um, content, and it worked. They did a tremendous job. Um, the actor Pullman did a great job. Lewis Pullman did a great job. Portraying the two different sides. Marvel did a great job with this movie. I thought it was really, really good. It wasn't too CGI crazy. It was more than a decent movie. It was a great movie. It really hit hard on some topics, mental health included. I don't want to spoil the movie as well, so I won't say too much more about it. But it's definitely worth a watch. I basically have promised myself that I'm going to support more movies in theaters this year, which is why I got the Regal Pass. And when I have to upgrade for an IMAX, I will upgrade for that IMAX. I am ready to support. We got a great summer slate coming with Jurassic Park, which I'm kind of over. I'm not even gonna lie. But for 50 cents or whatever the convenience fee, I'll probably see it on the big screen this year, since I have the Regal Pass. Fantastic Four. The Accountant 2 is out right now. I'm probably gonna go check that out. We got some bangers coming later in the year. Superman, obviously. So definitely want to check all of those out on the big screen. So that's the goal for later this year, and that's just a little information about some movies that were recently released on TV. On TV, We had Andor. Andor is going on right now, and it is superb. At first, I was like, "What is this? 3 episodes a week drop nonsense?" But it actually works. Each 3 episodes is turning out to be like its own movie. They're about 45 minutes each episode. So when you combine all three, it turns into like kind of like a movie. And the third episode is the climax of that movie, of that mini movie. And then it pushes a year, and then it starts with another 3 episodes. So it's really easy to kind of keep up with what's going on because you only have to focus on 3 episodes, like a movie. And then it pushes it a year, and you're like, oh, that's where it went. So that concept was actually really cool. I like that Disney in itself online on streaming is kind of playing with those ideas like, hey, what can we do that's a little bit different, release schedule wise. They went a little crazy. Sometimes they do 2 episode releases on a weekly schedule. They've been doing 3 episodes. They've been doing 2 episode drops with their animated shows. So I think that this particularly worked with Andor and this story, but I think that they should make these decisions based on what the content requires. If it's better to give it out in 2 episode release, issuances, if it's better to give it out in two episode a week clips, then that's what should be done. If it's better for three, then that's what should be done. So they should definitely look into that. Um, there's also been a little bit of news about Marvel TV and Marvel movies kind of being separated again. I don't know if that has to do with canon or if that strictly has to do with major characters going to TV and vice versa. So the major movie characters are not expected to go and cross over in TV anymore. The Vision is supposed to be the last TV show that's going to have major movie characters in it. I'm okay with this. As long as we can have the vice versa. I want the TV people to be able to go to the movies during the big climactic movie times, the Avengers types of events. If they could do that, if they can pull that off, I'm okay with it. We don't need to see all of the X-Men on Disney Plus. Now, having said that, I think they should use Disney Plus too, because there's so many X-Men to introduce a lot of these secondary teams, coming into the X-Men and the Mutant Saga. So the main team on the big screen, obviously, and then introducing the students maybe on TV. That would be a great idea. So a lot going on in the comic world. So I just wanted to give a quick, video on what's been on my mind. Also, I'm a little late on this, but the Daredevil was a really good show. I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna leave this video on a sour note. It really hyped up this second season that's coming up next year, and I'm really hyped to know that there's gonna be a Daredevil season every single year, going forward, at least until season 3. I think is what they've negotiated up to or about to set up. So I'm really happy for that, and I hope that they can fix a few of the things that I disliked, now that the team is set, moving forward, going into season 2 and then hopefully season 3. I didn't hate the series by any means. I just didn't like it as much as Netflix, and it felt very choppy to me, and I felt like almost nothing was resolved by the end of this first season. We all know that the season was originally 18 episodes and they cut it into 2. So really the first season is really 2 seasons cut. 9 and 8, I think it is, for each season. So I think next year has only 8 episodes. So, a little disappointed there, but it was a good show. I enjoyed it week to week. It was fun talking about what was going to go down. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the content. I'm here to enjoy what we're able to see. How can you hate on anything that we're getting right now. I don't understand that even the Marvel's back. Marvel never left. I feel like the content has always been there and it's always been pretty good. I haven't hated anything. Maybe one property, Secret Invasion. I don't think that's you know, I don't think that's any secret. That was definitely their worst, go at a series. And there's some movies that I thought weren't my taste, but that doesn't mean that they were bad or horrible. It was just that I didn't love them. So definitely a couple of 6, 7s, but for the majority of the movies, they're 8 and above. In my opinion, Marvel's doing a great job, and I think that they see some of their errors in their ways, and they're gonna start to fix a few of these things, and making moves like giving Feige enough space and time to actually oversee all the movies that are coming up by minimizing and putting out less content, separating the TV and the movies again, so he doesn't have to be in both worlds at the same time. All that's smart. The Russo brothers, retaining them to kind of oversee the X-Men and the Mutants introduction. I think that was really smart. So all of these things coming up in the Mutant Saga and with Marvel, I think are all pluses, guys. There's really nothing to complain about. I'm really excited for everything coming, including Ironheart, which is coming out at the end of June. So please check that out. They haven't really done any promotions for that at all, as Threads has told you over and over and over again. So I'm going to tell you again here that Ironheart comes out at the end of June. So, promotions should start on that. I think they're going to just wait for 1 month out. So that should be really soon. Maybe in about a week or so, we should be seeing some trailers drop. And that's it, guys. I really don't know what I should be talking about, honestly. So if you want to drop, a topic that you want to hear me talk about, I'll be happy to talk about it next week. I'll do another one of these 10-12 minute videos or whatever, just going over the topics of the last week or two that I thought, that I think deserve talking about. So it's your boy Al, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.